Hello everyone, welcome back to Fun Language English. I'm Teacher Jack, and today we're going to review what we learned in lessons 16 to 21. Are you ready? Let's get started. In lesson 16, we learned about different times of the day and some fun activities. Let's try together. First, can you remember the different times of day? What comes first? That's right, morning. What comes after morning? Correct, afternoon. And after the afternoon? Great job, evening. Let's practice some questions. When is snack time? Excellent, in the morning. Next one, when is sports time? Yes, in the afternoon. Finally, when is home time? Fantastic! In the evening. Great job, guys! Let's move to the next lesson. In this lesson, we talked about some of the things that we do in the morning. Let's start. What do you do in the morning? Yes, I brush my teeth. Next question. What do you do in the morning? Very good. I eat breakfast. What about this one? What do you do in the morning? Yes, I comb my hair. One more. What do you do in the morning? Fantastic. I wash my face. Okay, next lesson. Next, we talked about some of the fun activities that we do in the afternoon. Can you answer this? What do you do in the afternoon? Well done. I ride my bike. Next one. What do you do in the afternoon? Perfect. I draw pictures. And this? What do you do in the afternoon? Yes, I read comic books. Well done. Let's go to lesson 19. In lesson 19, we talked about evening routines. We answered about ourselves and about someone else. Remember, when we answer about ourselves, we use verb 1, like I watch TV. And when we talk about someone else, using he or she, we add either s or es at the end of the verb. For example, he watches TV. The verb watch becomes watches. Can you remember how the verbs change when using he or she for these? Excellent. They are plays, listens, has, watches, and does. Okay, let's practice some questions. What does he do in the evening? Great job. He listens to music. Next, what does she do in the evening? Well done. She does homework. Can you answer this one about yourself? What do you do in the evening? Great. I watch TV. Now, can you tell me something that you do? What do you do in the evening? Great answer. Well done. In this lesson, we talked about some of the things that we might have in our bag. When we answer a question, we can use I've got. And this means the same as I have got. Let's practice. What have you got in your bag? Nice. I've got a comb. Next question. What have you got in your bag? Great job. I've got a tissue. One more. What have you got in your bag? Perfect. I've got a coin. Finally, in lesson 21, we learned how to answer questions about if we have an item or haven't got an item. If the answer is yes, then we use have. And if we answer no, then we use haven't, which means have not. First question. Have you got a brush? Excellent. Yes, I have. Next, have you got a tissue? Well done. No, I haven't. Have you got a comb? Nice. No, I haven't. One more. Have you got a coin? Perfect. Yes, I have. Awesome job today. We talked about times of day, routine activities, and what we have in our bags. You did an amazing job. Thanks for joining me today. See you in our next fun language English lesson. Goodbye.